Good morning. I'd like to share from you in Ephesians chapter 4. We read the words, Be ye angry and sin not, and do not let the sun come down upon your wrath. I told you yesterday that I really want to start focusing on relationships and how we deal with each other in different situations. And I thought maybe the number one would be anger, because anger unfortunately is a big part of us, but also anger is misunderstood. And in Ephesians, Paul reminds us that, notice what he says, it's not that anger in and of itself is wrong. The question really is, how do we handle anger? And think about it, it makes a lot of sense. Scripture talks many times about how God got angry with his people. Jesus got angry at the tax collectors and turned over some tables. I think he was a little teed off. So to me, there's what I like to call the righteous anger. There's a good anger. It's an anger that can motivate you actually to do the right thing. The unfortunate thing, though, is when we have an anger that you don't control it, that you let it simmer, and it just boils and boils inside of you until something will happen, and all of a sudden it triggers it and it comes out like a volcano. And that's the type of anger that we just don't want to do, obviously, and that needs to be controlled anger. Now, how do we control it? Well, the first thing I'd like to recommend is what Scripture says: do not let the sun go down upon your wrath. In other words, if you're angry, you get upset with someone, the best thing to do is confront it right away. Whoever with whom that anger is, talk to them about it. Don't sleep on it. Maybe that's a good example for a lot of married couples that don't go away or don't go to bed before you resolve the issue that you're angry about. That's a huge way of handling it immediately and where it doesn't build up and overflow. I mean, I understand it's easier said than done. I'm probably the worst one for it. I've failed in this many times, but at the same time, we still need to improve, and I'm sure you can identify with that. So that's how I would recommend handling any type of anger that you may have. The best thing is, yes, confront it, be open, be honest about it, and just know that once it's, and be direct too. Let me throw that one in there. Don't beat around the bush with it, and share it with that person in a direct way, direct, loving way, so that there's no other misunderstandings that could create even more anger. And I believe once you do that, I think your relationships are going to be so much better. And actually, really, you're going to be so much better. Because when you hold anger in, you are just really hurting yourself and not the person you're actually angry about. In fact, it's most likely that that person doesn't even realize that you're angry. So if you're angry, handle it directly, openly, honestly, and I'll guarantee it's going to improve your relationship. God bless you and have a good day.